Alright, what's up YouTube? I got a PM from a black woman, and she came on and she talked about how she listens to my videos and she actually does all the things that we talk about in terms of the men. You know, she doesn't go out, or she doesn't hang out around with black women who are unproductive even though they have degrees. She's not on this whole idea of I'm done with black men but I secretly want black men. You know, she's not on that phase, or excuse me, she's not on that, you know, that sort of mentality. She actually does get out, okay, in terms of reading or studying, and she doesn't get out only to go to class or to work or to the club. You know, she's actually out and she's you know, by herself. No boyfriend, no ex-boyfriend drama. So she's doing all the things that, you know, the men want to see. Okay, she's working, but she's family oriented and she's not trying to be super duper. She has a balance of both, and she's given up a lot of, you know, she's given up on this whole idea of being Miss Super Duper professional because she knows it's not going to bring her the happiness that she wants. So in a nutshell, she pretty much, and it was a long PM, but she talked about how she's doing everything that we as men say we want to see, but she's saying she's not getting the results. She said she's been on this tip for about a year now and she's not getting the results that she wants, and I believe she's 25. Then she went on to talk about how it seems like the men that she thinks that she would be compatible with are already taken, and not by, and it's not about the race, so it's not about other black women or non-black women. She was talking about the type of woman, and she was talking about the women who aren't necessarily bad, but they're the women who just want to be mothers, and the women who kind of hide behind motherhood. What do I mean? Okay, how can I put this? There are baby mamas out there who are just reckless, and there are women, and these same women are the women who think that they can just be baby mamas and things will work out. But there are women who want to get pregnant, but they are at least smart enough to know that they need a guy around. So these sort of women will do the bare minimum, okay? You know, they'll get a job here and there, but they'll wait for a decent dude, okay, to get knocked up and hide behind motherhood, okay? You know, and some of these women I went to high school with, and I'm 25 now, and these women already have 3 or 4 kids. They're still with the same dude, okay, but they're hiding behind motherhood. And a lot of these same dudes that got caught up are unhappy because they are financially stressed. You know, the women don't want to work, they don't want to contribute financially, so they're hiding behind motherhood. And overall, they're really hurting the family because they're not, you know, they're still popping out babies, but the man is the sole provider, and it's not easy, especially in Southern California. Quite frankly, I don't know how a lot of my friends are making it. I'm assuming that they're getting crazy help from both parents, his parents and her parents, because I really don't know how they are making it. Okay, I really don't know. So anyways, she was talking about how it seems like those sort of women are stealing the type of dudes away. And it's a problem because I see it, but it's a problem on both sides. As far as black men, the issue is a lot of the time some of us are not patient, okay? Now, to me, I'm pretty fair. I think you need to give a black woman to the age of 24, 25 to get it together, because it does take a while to get established professionally, especially with the economy and especially the way things are in Southern California. It takes some time. But oftentimes a lot of black men will give in to these women who just want to be mamas, okay? And they are really enticing because they will tell you all the things that you want to hear, okay? All the things that you want to hear to get them pregnant, to get you knocked up, okay? They're smart enough to keep a man interested, but then they are also smart enough to not come off on a jump off. Okay, they will show themselves in a manner that you feel like, oh, she's wifey material. So as far as men go, you're real ignorant at that time. Younger men, we're real ignorant, and we don't understand in the long run or even in the near future that it's a dangerous situation. Okay, this is why some black men just need to be a little bit more patient with the black women. I said a while ago, I think the women need to get serious a whole lot earlier, and the men need to wait it out a little bit more, so that we can reach a mutually agreed upon age around 25 or so. Okay, to me, if I see a woman over 26, 27 who doesn't get it, I think she's lost. But 24 to 25, I think is enough time, okay, to give a black woman, the opportunity to get her stuff together, where she can actually be in a position to be ready to be, that mother or that wife. Okay, it may not be about getting married and having kids at 25, but she should have those qualities at 24, 25. I shouldn't have to question, if she'd be a good wife or if she would be a good mother. Okay, so like I said, on the men's end, we're messing up because we're not being patient enough, and we're giving in to some of these women that are good at what they do. Like I said, they're a step above a baby mama. They're smart enough to know how to lock down a pretty decent dude. Okay, they are smart enough to understand that there are certain men, just because of who they are, aren't going to bail out on their responsibilities. And these women are very, very dangerous. Okay, very dangerous. And like I said, they seem real appealing, but at the end of the day, they don't bring anything to the table financially. And these men are getting locked up young, so they don't have the time. They don't have the time to invest into their own futures. Like I said, my friends in this situation, they're very unhappy because their dreams aren't there anymore, because they don't have 2 or 3 years to go back to school or to get that job and work their way up, because they have 2, 3 kids. Okay, and it is what it is. Before you know it, you have 1 kid and you're popping out another one. Like I said, these women are career mothers. So in a nutshell, she was talking about how she's seeing some of the men that she would, think that she would be compatible with these type of women, and she thinks it's unfair. So as far as the women's side, okay, the problem is you need to give the men a bone. If a man is going to hold out and wait for you to be 24, 25, he has to know that you're at least there. You have to give him a hint. Oftentimes, I'm not saying you, but women in your position will come off and act like they don't need a man. Now, certain men will know that you guys are lying, but some will take you literally and say, hey, they're not checking for me. They're doing their own thing. So they will move on. This is the whole problem with black women coming on and acting as if they don't need black men in public, but secretly crying for black men, by themselves in their room. Okay, it's like you're trying to keep up this reputation, and it's hurting how you really feel and what you really want. You have to. Men aren't stupid. Okay, like I said before, it's 2009. We know that women have to bring something to the table financially, but that doesn't mean that you can't be a woman who's in a relationship. That doesn't mean you can't be a good girlfriend. It doesn't mean you can't be submissive. Okay, so you guys are coming on and you're acting as if it's, an oxymoron to be a girlfriend, but to also be an educated black woman. So you guys aren't checking for black men, and you are indirectly writing black men off. It is what it is. Most of the younger black men that I know who are in serious relationships, if not married to non-black women at the age of 25, 26, had no problems with black women, loved black women to death. But because so many black women told them that, I'm trying to do me, they moved on. what could they do? They don't, they're not checking for me. They don't really want a relationship, and they've moved on. And like I said, I'm not saying you did this, but it's the mistake that women of your background make. So it's both sides. I'm getting close to 11 minutes, so I have to stop. But in a nutshell, keep doing what you're doing. You said you've been on this new tip for a year, and I'm a firm believer that good things happen when you do things the right way. You just have to give it time, right? I'm pretty sure you will come across the right type of dude, because you're doing everything that you can do. At the end of the day, all you can do is do you. Do everything that's in your power, and from what you say, you are doing that. So things should work out. Just be more patient. Take it easy. God bless.